Joseph is a coffee farmer from Colombia. His family has been growing coffee for generations. They take great pride in their coffee farm. They have faced many challenges over the years. Now, Joseph is facing a new problem. His coffee plants are not producing as much coffee as they used to. Some of his plants are getting sick. This is a big problem for Joseph and his family. They rely on their coffee farm to make a living. Joseph needs to find a way to save his coffee plants and increase his production. For 200 years, Joseph's family has nurtured their coffee plants in the Colombian mountains. Each generation passed down the knowledge of growing and harvesting the perfect coffee beans. The rich aroma of coffee blossoms filled the air every season. This signified prosperity and tradition for Joseph's family. Lately, the scent of coffee has been mixed with worry. Joseph noticed a decline in his coffee production. His once thriving plants now bear fewer coffee cherries. The leaves are discolored and some are even falling off. The vibrant green of his coffee plantation is fading. The future seems uncertain for Joseph and his family's legacy. He knows he must act quickly to protect his livelihood and his family's heritage. Coffee plants can be affected by many diseases. These diseases can damage the leaves, stems, and berries of the coffee plant. One common disease is called coffee leaf rust. This fungus causes orange spots on the leaves. It makes the leaves fall off. Another common disease is coffee berry disease. This fungal disease attacks the coffee berries. It causes them to rot. These diseases can significantly reduce coffee production. This leads to financial losses for coffee farmers like Joseph. Pests also pose a threat to Joseph's coffee plants. The coffee berry borer is a small beetle that burrows into the coffee berry. It lays its eggs inside. The larvae then feed on the coffee bean, reducing its quality and yield. Another pest is the leaf miner. Its larvae create tunnels within the coffee leaves, disrupting the plant's ability to photosynthesize and produce energy for growth. Identifying these diseases and pests is the first step for Joseph to take control of the situation. He needs to carefully examine his plants regularly. He needs to look for any signs of disease or pest infestation. Early detection is crucial in preventing the spread of these problems throughout his coffee plantation. Joseph can fight these diseases and pests in several ways. He can use organic methods. These methods are environmentally friendly. One organic method is to use copper fungicides. Copper fungicides can help control fungal diseases. Another organic method is to use neem oil. Neem oil is a natural insecticide that can help control pests. Joseph can also use chemical pesticides. Chemical pesticides are effective in controlling diseases and pests. However, they can be harmful to the environment if not used properly. Joseph should always follow the instructions on the pesticide label carefully. He should also wear protective clothing when applying pesticides. Improving farming techniques can also help prevent diseases and pests. One important technique is to keep the coffee plantation clean. This means removing any dead leaves or berries from the ground. These can harbor diseases and pests. Another technique is to prune the coffee plants regularly. Pruning helps improve air circulation and reduces the risk of disease. Besides combating diseases, Joseph can increase his coffee production in several ways. He can use crop rotation. This means planting other crops between the coffee plants. Crop rotation can help improve soil health and reduce the risk of disease. Joseph can also improve his irrigation system. A good irrigation system will ensure that his coffee plants are getting enough water. This is especially important during the dry season. Finally, Joseph can plant disease-resistant coffee varieties. These varieties are bred to be less susceptible to diseases. By implementing these techniques, Joseph can increase his coffee yield and improve the quality of his beans. This will not only increase his income, but also ensure the longevity of his family's coffee-growing tradition. In conclusion, Joseph faces a challenging situation, but it is not insurmountable. By identifying and addressing the diseases and pests affecting his coffee plants and adopting better farming practices, he can revive his plantation and continue his family's legacy. Remember, Joseph, the resilience of the coffee plant reflects the spirit of the coffee farmer. Stay strong, and your dedication will bring a bountiful harvest.